How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to go over what they data mined quite recently, because of course there was a bit of a small global update, but nothing official. We didn't get anything in the news, but apparently we are supposedly going to be getting a ticket banner relatively soon. And it makes sense because, of course, it's been I think it's been about a month since we've seen the previous Dokkan Fest, which, of course, was Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well as Masked Saiyan. We did have LR Black and Zamasu about 2 weeks ago, so that, they tend to release stuff every 2 weeks, so I'm definitely expecting to see something special. LR Vegito Blue, maybe, Super Gogeta or Janemba, maybe both, or I suppose all three, but this is dual Dokkan Fest, so I've counted it as one thing. But you get what I'm saying. We could potentially be seeing that dual Dokkan Fest as well as potentially LR Vegito Blue massively. And I was talking to Nano about this yesterday, and he pointed out, like, why would they release the category system early if they weren't planning on releasing LR Vegito Blue? Granted, it may have just decided to be like, okay, let's just add it into the game for the future, just in preparation for the release of future units like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and, of course, Super Gogeta. But for the most part, they didn't have any real reason to release it before the release of all the leads, but they went ahead and did it anyway. So definitely keep your eyes on the news, especially because we could potentially be seeing LR Vegito Blue. Now, that is the wrong thing, but there is supposedly going to be a ticket banner. I don't know if it's going to be similar to the one that we got in JP quite recently, but the thing about that is they had all of the 120 leads, but we don't have them on global, and I doubt that they would release a ticket banner like this unless they released all of the 120 leads. But this is supposedly coming pretty soon. Of course, also there's actually two. There's two tickets. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Ticket 1, which expires on the 24th of December. Okay, so the interesting thing about this is that I've mentioned multiple times, as well as other people, that LR Vegito Blue could potentially be here by Christmas. Maybe he is going to come after the expiration of this ticket, but I don't see why they would have it end on Christmas. It's just so hard to tell when it's going to end based on these tickets. Granted, the ticket banners then tend to stay for quite a long time, but there's legit two different tickets. It would make sense for one to be for an LR banner, which of course consists of LR Gohan and such, and Vegito Blue, and then the other one, maybe the 120 leads and just the previous leads. I'm not too sure at the moment, but if I quickly go over to the cards, you will see that the cards that are most translated when it comes to the Dokkan Fest is going to be Super Gogeta as well as, Super Gogeta as well as Janemba, and I'm hoping it loads here. So, I mean, we have LR Trunks here, we have quite a few of the units on JP on the actual database. It's just a matter of, giving them a release date, and what's this? In 2 days, apparently, or 3 depending on your time zone, we are getting a Tarball event, which of course allows you to farm Gotenks. So I don't know if they dropped the categories for that reason in particular, because they wanted to drop that event for whatever reason, but it's definitely interesting that they did things a certain way that we didn't expect. And of course, here's Super Gogeta, name translated and everything. He is fully translated, if I'm not mistaken. He is fully translated. If we have a look at his Dokkan card as well, fully translated. So they are coming next, 100%. Unless they decide to make a last-minute decision and not release them for whatever reason, we are definitely going to be seeing them next. Of course, we have the Dragon Ball Fusion stuff as well, or the Dragon Ball Heroes, I should say. But I doubt that they are ever going to release that just because of copyright and such. But for the most part, Super Gogeta is definitely what's going to be dropping next in terms of Dokkan Fest alongside Janemba. Of course, we are getting this Tarball event as well, which is a bit of a weird one because we legit got this event on JP not that long ago. So for them to release it that soon does raise a bit of a question, basically. But again, we are getting 2 different tickets. We don't know what for. I'm assuming that we are going to be legit getting 2 different banners. You can either pull for LRs maybe, or you can go ahead and pull for the 120 leads, depending on the tickets that you have. Apparently, you have to participate in some sort of Hercule tournament to obtain these tickets. So it's very similar to some of the ticket banner that we just had in JP, where you had to do certain missions to obtain the tickets. But I would imagine that they are going to be giving some away with the login as well. They are probably going to announce this pretty soon. And today's Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So I was kind of expecting an announcement today, but most likely tomorrow. But then again, just taking a look at the validity of the tickets, obviously when they expire, it just raises so many questions, like, why does it expire, a month and 11 days from now? granted, they haven't been released yet, but it expires in such a long time that it makes me wonder why or when they are going to release these tickets at a particular time. And I don't really see them releasing Super Gogeta and Janemba and then LFG Blue at the same time, because that's going to take so much hype away from Super Gogeta and Janemba. So it would be extremely smart of them to separate the two, or maybe they are going to legit turn Super Gogeta, Janemba, and LFG Blue into ticket banners, which I wouldn't be opposed to. Maybe it starts off as a ticket banner and then it moves on to the 48-hour, 72-hour 3-for-1 summon. After you've used your tickets, which again would be pretty cool. But apparently you obtain these tickets over a period of 3 weeks, which could suggest as to why the date is, well, the date of validation, or the date that it lasts to, is the 24th of next month. But so many questions to ask, but not enough answers, unfortunately. But yeah, we are getting like 2 ticket banners supposedly. Super Gogeta and Janemba are definitely coming pretty soon. That is like without question. So, I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to. It's honestly going to be very interesting to see what they do with the global version of the game. Like I said before, LFG Blue most likely going to come out like during the Christmas period, and we are pretty close to that period anyway. So, for them to release Super Gogeta and Janemba and LFG Blue at the same time, I think would be a bad decision on their part. But then you have to take into account that we also have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as well as Super Saiyan 3 Broly that need releasing. So it will be interesting to see what they do with those units in particular. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. A bit of an update video. I just saw this on Twitter and I thought that I should, cover it just so you guys know what is potentially in store for the global version of the game. So I was actually going to stop there, but I legit just saw a tweet on Twitter saying that we could potentially be seeing the Super 2 events for Gogeta and Janemba as early as next week. So I'm super hyped for that. So we could potentially be seeing Gogeta and Janemba within a week's time, which is super hype. But what's going to be released in between then? Obviously, we are going to get that Tarball event, but that's like nothing, insane. Obviously, you can farm the super attack of your, and that's the wrong thing. Obviously, you can farm the super attack of your Gotenks, but again, that's just like nothing special. We want the Dokkan Fest, obviously, but for those of you that do find value in raising that super attack, then go ahead and do that event. So, like I said earlier, we do have the opportunity to obtain these tickets by completing Hercules World Tournament, so it doesn't seem to be hard at all. And by the looks of things, this is going to last for 3 days, because as you can tell here, starts on the 12th, which I would imagine is December, because in America, it's the other way around. You do the month and the day. So it's 8th of December, 2017, and then it ends on the 12th, 11th, which is 3 days later. So it's going to be there for 3 days, so it is a pretty limited thing. But I would imagine that that's the date that you're capable of obtaining those tickets, because as we saw in the previous pages, that it actually lasts until the 24th of December. So what that suggests to me is that you can obtain these tickets for that period of 3 days, and then you can use them up until the 24th of December before they go away. And then if we have a look at this ticket, which is ticket B, you obtain this one by taking out a Dokkan event, any Dokkan event. It starts on the 8th and it ends on the 11th. So if I'm not mistaken, they both start on the same day. They both do start on the exact same day. They both end at the exact same time. Again, going to end on the 24th of December. But this is pretty easy to obtain. Just take on any Dokkan event. According to this, you can even just take on one of the earlier stages. And the thing that's interesting is they actually have the Gogeta and Janemba event listed here, but the issue is they don't actually have a date here. As you can tell, like, both events are clearly in the data. It's just a matter of releasing them and translating their name by the looks of things. But if I click on event information or event announcement, it's just going to take me to the original event. But they are definitely coming, okay? They are definitely coming. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any sort of announcement yet, because like I stated earlier, we haven't seen a Dokkan Fest in around a month's time. We did get Ella Black and Zamasu about 2 weeks ago, and that's when they tend to release things every 2 weeks. They were legit just shooting out Dokkan events quite recently. Of course, with Super 17, Kid Buu and such. So already, and Cooler, like, for that matter. So I'm definitely expecting them to release the Super Gogeta and Janemba units in about a week's time, if not sooner, depending on what they are feeling, I suppose. And then we are also maybe going to see Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Broly, although they aren't fully translated yet. And then, of course, we do have a chance to see LFG Blue in before he comes to the Japanese version of the game first. I think that would annoy a lot of people, but it would be cool for him to be global exclusive, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they release. Maybe that was a plan for him, like, from the start. We are going to give you a global exclusive legendary rare, but the catch is you won't be able to see him for months. But he's coming. He is definitely going to be coming. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one.